So, I put this video up on this channel, and I'm going to talk about this. I made a video very similar to this, and it didn't have the proper equipment. I'm not political. Don't ever want to post anything political on this channel. But I have to bring it up here. Why? Because on Instagram, there's a person that I am just not going to mention, that his username was Valenti something. I don't give a damn. He has a YouTube channel. He's a political guy talking about what's going on in this country. He is no Theron Cousins. He is not MeidasTouch. This guy decides to talk about what's happening with Trump's tax reform bill, whatever the hell it is. That this whole provision that comes out. And the thing that is being discussed is the so this thing was for the tax exemptions, and part of the thing that was said that the any government agencies cannot prosecute Trump, blah 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 blah. I was watching Theron Cousins, and I learned that from him, and also was watching MeidasTouch about this thing. I know that information because of Theron, and I'm on Instagram scrolling, and I kind of filtered anything out about the craziness of this country. It is for my own mental well-being, and I decided to do that because, if you cannot tell, I have wisdom teeth, and also I suffer from epilepsy, and because there was one that just happened recently 5 months ago. If you don't know, I suffer from epilepsy, nocturnal epilepsy, and somehow it's now translating towards the day. And earlier in the towards the end of the year last year in summer, I suffered 3 in a row. So there's still the effects here in my mouth because I have a wisdom tooth here, right here in this tooth. The thing about this is I can't get stressed. It triggers my epilepsy. I'm not going to bore you with the whole sob story as to why, but it happens, and I'm not going to trigger it. So I'm on Instagram to talk about this, why I'm on here to talk about it in the first place, is because this guy talks about this whole story, how Trump's our first dictator. It's not a surprise. He's already been a dictator since last year. Long before this situation, okay? It's a long story. It's a long story, okay? We don't need to have this explanation. And I had decided to just get rid of this guy. And this guy is his name is like Valenti, something like that. He has a YouTube channel. He's a Mexican guy that does commentary on the news. And he has a Instagram. Well, I was watching this and I was like, I should just share my thoughts. My thoughts were, can you just be a little more positive? Stop spreading this information, because actually this dude has been spreading this information. And this individual has been spreading this information. In fact, the community notes on Instagram had to correct him on one particular issue, which is the hantavirus. He and other users on Instagram had been spreading this information. It wasn't just him, but other users on Instagram are spreading misinformation about the hantavirus, saying that it's going to be the next COVID-19, COVID 2.0. yada yada yada, etc., etc., etc. And I roll my eyes every time because I'm tired of hearing people spreading misinformation, fear mongering, and experts that are coming out of the woodwork and saying, hey, can you shut the fuck up? That's not what they're actually saying, but that's the gist of what they're saying. They're saying, stop spreading this information. And what's happening here is that this individual, which I will, share a screenshot of what he says, because I took a screenshot of what this guy looks like. This person is not only causing a lot of fear mongering and dissatisfaction and spreading fear like any other news organization, whether you're on the right or left, it doesn't matter. It drives me insane because I got hammered by his comments, attacked by his comments, made fun of by his comments. In fact, it lasted for an hour and a half by my phone going buzzing on and off, on and off, on and off. By the time I got to the last comment, I have screenshots. A lot of people don't know. Now I take screenshots of these comments, and I took two. One was of this woman that went onto my own profile and attacked my look. Another attacked my mother because there was a picture of what she looks like holding me and my twin, because I was celebrating Mother's Day, and I said to honor her because she's no longer alive. And this same person decided to attack her, me, and my brother, calling us monsters, and attacked her character because of what she decided to do, adopt us. Okay, so this individual decided to do that. And so that is something that I don't understand. Instead of telling the general public to stop spreading this information, which is what they do on a daily basis, is to, grow a fucking spying. We're living in an age of the internet where there are trolls typing away on the keyboards of their homes, which that's what what if I just ruined somebody's day to the point where they could unalive themselves? I have to be very careful on YouTube because I can't say a certain word, but let's just say comments like those could in fact lead to someone unaliving themselves. And it's very sad that we live in a day and age where those types of things actually happen. And I come on here to record this video for YouTube so it can be something that I have to discuss. Because now, this is not the first nor the second time that I've been attacked because of my looks. I don't care if you make fun of what I look like. Honestly, I don't care. I've been desensitized to that. I don't care if you call me a retard. I'm gonna say it because I don't care. I can say it because I don't care. I don't care if you call me a retard. I don't care if you call me ugly. I don't care if you call me a monster. If you're attacking my late mother, we have a problem. We have a problem. Because, spoilers, I'm going to tell you a little story here. My mother could not have children. She couldn't have biological children. So, she adopted us. There's the photo right there. Okay? That's what she looked like. She couldn't have children. So, she went towards the other route, which is adoption. Okay? So, when she adopted me and my brother, first me, then she found out, the story goes that she first took me in, then a call came in later, 3 months later, that said, oh, by the way, he has a twin. That's how it worked. And she didn't know that I had a twin. In fact, I am going to make an hour-long video as to how my life story goes. If you want to call it a sob story, then I'll make fun of you. I'm not Mr. Nice Guy anymore. But because people are attached to my mother's character, this is how I'm going to function. But part of this life story is my mom couldn't have children, so she adopted me and then my brother. 2 for the price of 1. And that's what I have a problem with. That is what I have a problem with society as a whole. If you're going to come on here, which is the internet, and you're going to attack someone, first, I honestly, there was a comment here that said, I'm going to find it. Someone said that I was compared to Kash Patel because I was writing a book. Who cares? Who fucking cares? I don't care. Who fucking cares? That loser's gonna go to jail for what he's doing and be prosecuted. I don't care. I don't care. So that doesn't bother me. And then there's this one lady who said, "Oh, I look at a monster eyes going like this," and I don't care. I do not care. You want to attack how I look? It doesn't bother me at all. I do look a certain way. I know I have a lazy eye. Yes, I have fetal alcohol syndrome. Yes, I have autism. Yes, I have ADHD. Yes, I have all these things. But that doesn't stop me from attacking you in return, which I'm not going to do because it's going to be a waste of time. So, no. So, the reason I'm making this video is because I'm going to start telling people, if you're going to come to the comment section, either here on YouTube or on Instagram or anywhere else, be forewarned. I'm not Mr. Nice Guy anymore. Yeah, when you meet me and you become my friend or we get along, yes, I'm nice. Yes, I'm very tolerable and I can tolerate some things. But from this moment on, since I'm dealing with a left version of MAGA is what I'm dealing with right now, or what Cenk Uygur used to call Blue MAGA, which is basically what I'm dealing with, a Blue MAGA. I'm not going to tolerate it. I get it that there is right now a growing concern of the country that is dealing with Trump's stupidity and his dangerous rhetoric. That's fine. And honestly, I'm in the camp of I hate Trump. He is disgusting. We can all agree that's the thing, okay? We can agree that that's the problem, okay? What I will not tolerate is that you are going to, make fun of me, harass me, because that is what you're doing. Whether you like it or not, you're harassing me for my looks. You're harassing me for my disability, which is what I have. And you're going to just send laughing emojis in the comments of my Instagram pages, and then you're going to harass my dead mother and disrespect her. I do not tolerate it. Yes, my mom died 14 years ago, but what you're doing is disrespecting her parenting skills. Let me correct that. Skills. Excuse me. And how she raised me. I had to say that and my defense on all these comments were, I was raised by Mr. Rogers, who was my mentor, and my mom, who had this legacy of wanting to see peace on earth among men. And when she was dying, she said, I want you to do better and do good. A lot to ask for a 15-year-old. Did I try to do it? Yes. There is no justification for these internet trolls, either on the left or on the right, to say, oh, you're not smart enough. Or, in some cases, because of what I've been experiencing, you're dumb or you're living in a cuckoo delusional land. We are already in a delusional state of mind with the orange man sitting in the White House who's already living in a delusional state. You think I'm living in a delusional state? Look at Trump. He's uploading AI photos of him with an alien in shackles and also blowing up ships that don't exist in Iran. So don't give me that bullshit. So you're going to attack me over the fact that you don't attack that asshole, and you're going to say that I'm delusional. Oh, ha! Please. AI generated photos of an alien in shackles, as well as he is the smartest human being alive. He passed 3 different cognitive tests. Please. Please. Shut up. And this is not just coming from the left. Some of the left that hate Trump. There is all coming from the right. MAGA supporters that hate my guts. And they are just, these are comments that are saying this. I'm going to say this crystal clear. I don't care if you attacked my physical character, my looks, the way I act, the way I physically look, my eyes, my mouth, my speech. I do not care, because at the end of the day, it does not bother me because I don't give a shit. If you're going to attack my family, my loved ones, that includes my dead mother, or anyone else, I will sue you to the high heavens. I will find you and I will hunt you down and I'll have you prosecuted legally, because that's how I had to find out. I will legally find you and I will prosecute you, because at the end of the day, that is not going to be tolerated. Comments like this do not bother me when it comes to me. Me. Only me. You want to attack me? Go ahead. I don't care. Leave my family, out of it. Call me a monster, whatever you want to do. I don't care. I don't care. But leave my family out of it. And I know that you don't really give a shit. I know that there's people out there, out of the world, who do not care. But leave my family out of it. That's all I gotta say.